Hey, what's going on, everybody? Dennis here, EDC for Fun. Thanks for checking out the video. Right now we're looking at the CJRB Scoria. This is the KnifeCenter exclusive version. It's got this blue denim micarta, although to me it's looking kind of almost got like a greenish, grayish hue to it. Stonewashed blade. This is a proprietary steel. It's AR RP M9. Yeah, I wasn't going to try and remember that. That's what it is. Supposedly like a D2 or 14C28, somewhere kind of in that realm. I'm not a tester, so that's really all I'm going to say about that. Overall, my first impressions is this is a pretty solid knife for 80 bucks. There are other versions that are a little bit cheaper, but you know, for a sub $100 knife, I'm pretty happy with it. I love the gold accents that they did on this KnifeCenter version. Goes with kind of the whole flavor of this thing. You see me flicking it. It's definitely got a good action on it. You can compare it to like a Civivi or something like that. Ergonomics are really good. You got this big choil up here. There's no jimping on the choil. There's also no jimping on the spine. But you can still get a good purchase on there. Drop point blade. You can see it's got that stonewash finish. Looks awesome. I love stonewash blades. Looks really good. It is made in China, so you got that little thing there. All you China haters, I get it, whatever. I thought it was funny. The clip is listed as a deep carry. I kind of think of deep carry as like, you know, none of the blade showing, or excuse me, none of the scale showing. It definitely carries well. I don't know if I'd call it a deep carry. Just kind of like a 30-round magazine. I would call that standard capacity. It's not high capacity. Anywho, let's get weight real quick and then some comparisons. Grab my scale. All right, we got 3.3 on the scale. So pretty lightweight. I do like the micarta scales a lot, by the way, and that combined with the let's see if we can get it on there. Yeah, internal milling keeps the weight down on this bad boy. And even though these scales are really thin, you can definitely feel this slight contouring. And it doesn't like fill your hand, but man, it does feel really, really good. Just for size, I'll grab pair 3. PM2. So you can see it's closer in size to the PM2. And then on that thinness, by the way, check that out. So definitely it's really slim in the pocket. Compare it to a couple other things real quick. I think the blur is a really good comparison. Obviously, we've got completely different handle materials, but in terms of the size and kind of general shape of the handle and the price range as well, blade steel, all that kind of stuff, I think that's a really good comparison. You could even throw in I don't have anything else from CJRB. If I did, I'd pull it out, like the feldspar or something like that. But like the brazen from Civivi, in terms of size, you can see that there. I will say, I've mentioned before, I like the micarta on the CJRB. It's definitely better than the micarta on the Civivis. This just kind of has like a plasticky feel to it. You get a little bit of that like fibrous, you know, velvety kind of feel, but not really. It's not like, I got these from Blades We Love for this Mannix. It's got just that little bit of fuzz, like velvety texture on it. Here's the Spyderco micarta scales on the Shaman. It doesn't really translate on camera, but man, I mean, you can absolutely feel the difference. On the Scoria here, it's got this like rag kind of feel to it. I like it a lot. Not everybody might like that, but I definitely do. If I want a plastic feel, I'll get something with G10. But action, pretty good. A little bit of shake shut, but you can definitely reverse flick this guy. Obviously, thumb flick it. You got the flipper on there. And some people might like this better if it didn't have the flipper tab. I don't really mind it. It definitely deploys, you know, really good either way. And I guess if you didn't have the tab on it, you'd have a little more freedom on the handle. But it doesn't really bother me that much. And look at that gold around that pivot. Collar there looks really cool. By the way, this is a T8 on the pivot and T6 on the body screws. I wish these were T8, and I wish this pivot screw was deeper. It's pretty shallow, I think. But it is what it is. I mean, this, other than maintenance, you know, I don't really plan on taking this apart and doing anything to it. It's exactly how I want it, so it's not like I'm going to be taking it apart all the time. It's also not going to be a heavy-duty user, so again, not going to be taken apart all the time. Last thought, I guess, is I definitely really like it. It's practical, it's fidgety, it's affordable. Definitely a really good choice. So, by the way, I don't know much about CJRB. I mentioned before, I don't have anything else from them. My only understanding is that they're kind of similar to Civivi in terms of their affiliate or whatever is Artisan Cutlery. They do a lot of more high-end stuff, kind of like Civivi and Wii. But that is the extent of my knowledge. So if you want to add anything, feel free to drop it in the comments. If you have any questions or anything, just pop it in there. Leave me a like, subscribe if you're not already. I appreciate you guys watching. See ya.